Good morning, good evening. Welcome to another session. As always, I give you a minute or two to connect and to settle down. Hello, Frank. Please say where you come from. Also, please tell me if you're here for the first time. I'd like to give you a particularly warm welcome. Frank is here, Liz is here. I wish I could. Anastasia from Russia. If my reading of Russian is still good, I hope I didn't mispronounce your name. Hello, Nima. Hello, Wervely, Julie, and Angela, and hello, Caroline. So good to see you here. Wonderful. Uh, we have Anne. We have VS. Wonderful. Hello, Sharon. So, hello, Mary. So, as always, I give you a couple of minutes to settle down, to say where you're from, and to create this warm community of us to meditate together. Today will be a follow-up on the previous session. So we are talking about the nature of personal reality last time, and today I'd like to spend actually more time meditating and putting into action all those things that we were talking about. And this is the essence, so to speak, of those sessions, to put into practice things that we talk about. I just heard this. Whoever said that, I don't remember, but the saying goes like that: we do not learn from books, we do not learn from lectures, we learn from experience and from interacting. And I think that is why I want to give you more time to interact within the through with your personal reality, whatever that means. That incorporates both the physical, all those four aspects, the physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual, how they come together in the meditation space, and how those things work. So welcome to all of you. Glad to see you here. Just a couple of announcements. If you're watching this, stream on your device in portrait mode, I invite you to turn it to landscape, because this way you can watch it on the full screen, and I'll be showing some little things that might not be visible if you're in the portrait mode. So turn your device this way so you can see it all. For those of you who are tuning for the first time, I'd like to introduce myself very quickly. My name is Tomek, and I'm a scientist. I'm a scientist most of all. And over decades at the university, studying and doing research, I've realized that the most important topic I'd like to research and I'd like to study is consciousness itself. And that's why, if you see in the title under my website, you can see that there's a shift in consciousness. And I think this is something that discovering or exploring personal reality facilitates. And that's where my intention goes. We live in times where so many things happen. And one thing that happens for sure is the acceleration of the growth. And it happened that many of us fall behind the pace of evolution, which is only natural, because normally evolution happens over millions of years. But these days, we can see a huge evolutionary changes within a decade or even within a year. Technology is a very good example of that accelerates faster than that anyone can keep up with. But that also goes with evolution of human mind and human consciousness, and the necessity for us to actually upgrade our and update our internal operating system, as I call, using the technology metaphor. So what do you think about it? I just want to quick take a look at the comment section. All my wonderful Beautiful, Caroline, Madison. Um, I'm new here. I want to be a scientist when I grow up more. Madison, wonderful. That's I certainly support that as a scientist. And on that note, I just want to tell you that you may be a scientist already, because scientist is not someone that necessarily sits in the lab or does research, but someone who's got that inquisitive mind. At least that's how I teach my students, and has curiosity about everything. Scientists are not made in a lab at the university. Scientists are mindset. If you're curious, if you're inquisitive, if you have a thirst for knowledge as your superpower, so to speak, that these are the qualities. These are the qualities of every scientist, and you can apply it to everyday matters. It doesn't have to be studying chemistry as I did. It can be applied to reading books. Certainly can be applied to a meditation space. So, Madison, good luck with that. I really hope that this will help you to carry on. So, I will try to play some nice background music. And let me just see. This music is by our Insight Timer, Chris Collins, music of which I'm using in my meditations quite often. And the piece is called Music to Rest, Released, and Just Be. And I think this sums up very nicely what I'm trying to achieve during those sessions. But again, maybe enough. Oh, there we go. Music didn't work out. Hopefully, if there's an interruption music, I apologize for that. Seems like internet connection is not that great today. So anyway, I want to follow up very quickly on what we were talking about last time, which was the nature of personal reality. And I want to invite you to explore today in the space of meditation what it really is. So to summarize our last live event, I was talking about how the physical part of our personality comes together with the non-physical or the soul level or spiritual part of our personality, and how both of them can be perceived in our daily life. So just to give you like I said, a summary and an overview of what I was talking about, I just want to present you with this quick comparison that you should see on your screen right now. So on the one hand side, we have the ego identity. Ego identity that comes mostly from our physicality, from the fact that we grew up in this consciousness system, in the physical aspect. And that all often is being experienced as anxiety, as grasping, some sort of deficiency in heaviness in your body. It is frustrating. It is frustrating. Certainly I can feel in the meditation space when the thoughts come and you see and you feel that this is not necessarily something that identifies you, but they are still there. We have in the ego identity identity means that we look at the world from perspective of gain or lose. It's either positive or negative. It's hot or cold. And I think that's how being taught at school. Seeing this dichotomy where something is positive or negative. And all those things, if you think about it, and I encourage you to think about it, come from the past. They come from our upbringing. They come from what we learn at school, how we interact with our society, the state of our society. And this is a programming that is very, very active and require upgrading or updating, if you will, using once again the technological metaphor. So when you think about all those experiences and everything that comes from the ego identity, And if you start discerning it, you notice that most of those things come from the past and are based on our belief system, are based on what we learn. And on the contrary to that, there's also very prominent part of us that frequently is lost somewhere, or not lost, but forgotten somewhere along the way, as we chasing and following the and purely focusing on the ego identity. And that's something that A.H. Holmes calls the essence, or in other traditions called true self, or higher self, or soul, or spirit. It doesn't really matter how you call it, what is the name. But what is more important is the qualities that are associated with this different state of being. And that state of being, it can be only experienced. I try to use words to describe it, but the truth is you cannot learn about it. I cannot teach you about the essence of true self. This is only something that can be discovered, and that's what we'll be doing today during this session. And so words that may describe, again, might help you to put you on the way to exploring the essence, are words like flowing, beautiful, fullness, boundlessness, something's radiant, luminous. And important part of it, and I think that's what the meditation tries to teach us, that all those things cannot happen either in the past that we dwell upon, nor in the future that we anticipate, but they always happen in the present. And when we are in the present moment, we have that freshness point of view that, again, very often is influenced by the egoic self, right? By the programming, by all our experiencing and what we consider our past. But the moment, and I just want to mention that there's nothing wrong about everything that happened in our past. Everything that happened in our past brought us to this moment, to the fact that we want to experience more fullness, more essence, that we want to be more true self. So important thing to recognize now is that all those past experiences, however, again, they may brought a sense of deficiency, heaviness, frustrating, they brought us to this moment. And most importantly, the realization that they do not define us, right? We have the power and we have the ability to actually move on and recognize, and that's what we try to do in the meditation space, in the exploration process, is to recognize everything that comes from the ego structure, but do not identify yourself with it. This is an experience. All the experiences that you had are important, but they are not you. The experience of you happens, or your true self happens right now in the present moment, and is above all the experiences that you had, all the judgments, all the anxieties. So many of my listeners come to know my meditations from a perspective of anxiety. One of my most popular meditations, SOS, Help for Stress Anxiety, is designed to help you recognize those states where the ego identity dominates your life, and give you and show you that you can move past through that stage. And once you actually, within a very short period of time, this meditation is only 12 minutes long, would allow you to actually start recognizing the qualities of the true self, of the higher self. And I think this is very important to recognize, that we have ability to connect with that true self and integrate whatever there is from ego identity and integrate it within the radiant, luminous, and present of now. All right. Angela asks, do we have to watch or can we just listen to the session It's entirely up to you. A meditation session, meditation part of it certainly could be just listened to. So okay. Okay, so let me just turn off the table. I don't believe will be necessary to do it. And let us meditate. Let me just close some of the windows. Make sure that everything is clear. There you go. Tammy is the music. The music that we will be playing today is, as I said before, is Inside Timer's Chris Collins. That music of which I frequently use, and the music is called "Music to Rest, Release, and Just Be." So you can find it on Inside Timer and listen on in your own time. I'm afraid the music is a bit sketchy because of the internet connection, but let's hope it will stay this way for the rest of the session. Okay, so let us meditate. Let us meditate and explore the nature of personal reality in our own unique way. In this meditation, I will guide you through a bit longer, extensive relaxation part, after which we jump into the thick of the personal reality, and we'll see for ourselves what it entails. Okay. Okay, so with that in mind, I'll invite you to just relax a bit and to settle down. I want you to recognize the isness of things and how things are now for you. And this is the entry point for this meditation, to recognize how you are right now. Your reality consists with both the past and the present. And now you move to the present moment with your body and with your mind. So with your back straight, comfortable, I'll invite you to close your eyes. And begin by making yourself comfortable and bringing your body into the state of relaxation. Release any tension that may get in the way of this practice. Start slowing down. Tune into your body and recognize your feet resting on the floor, relaxing, letting go. Relax your calves, Release any tension that hides there. Focus your attention on your knees and make sure that they are calm and relaxed. Your thighs, soft, relaxed. Your pelvis, your sit bones, softening, relaxing, tension-free. Your lower back, soft, relaxed. Your belly, softening, relaxing. Your solar plexus, your chest and your upper back. Your throat, your neck. Allow any tension to flow away. Your jaw. Release any tension. If there's any clenching, that would indicate some stress. Release, relax. Make it go limp. Your cheekbones, the space around your eyes. Also include your arms, your forearms and your hands, all softly and gently resting, relaxing. Your forehead and the top of your head, calm and soft, getting ready for the exploration. Slowly moving into the flow of what there is. This flow may consist of thoughts and emotions and images, sensations. But also between all of those there are gaps. And those gaps are filled with stillness, with spaciousness. And as you move your attention from one thought, one sensations to another, I'll invite you to experience the process of slowing down. Recognize that all the thoughts, they have their place, and usually they reflect the past, your past experiences. And that's absolutely okay. But recognize that there's no need to identify yourself with them. They do not define you. They do not make who you are. There's also the present self, luminous, spacious, boundless, that perceives the past experiences as the path to this very present moment. In this very present moment, that's where the exploration happens. That's where you can be truly and fully yourself. Having all those experiences, having the past, we do not reject the past. We're simply not making it the focal point of the experience. Making the shift in consciousness. As the meditation goes on and we slow down even more. Seeing the gaps more clearly and shifting the awareness towards the gaps. Knowing that we explore this space from the unique perspective of your essence, and also being supported by the presence of all of us here, collectively approaching the threshold, the dweller on the threshold, the ego identity approaching the true self, integrating both parts, recognizing both the dweller and the spirit as they are on the threshold of discovery. Accepting and including both the physical and non-physical part of the reality. Contributing in a unique way and taking a role of a co-creator. Slowing down even more now. Allowing thoughts, sensations, emotions, images, but at the same time recognizing they are not you. They do not define you. If you observe any excessive tension in your body, you may take a deeper breath, allowing the expansion of your chest, acknowledging the physicality of the personal reality. This part allows us to perceive the reality in a unique way, knowing at the same time this is not the entirety of the experience, and there is more. There is more radiance, more expansion. And as you stumble upon those little moments of openness and stillness, you learn more and more to embrace them and to recognize the validity in your life. Because that's where the inspiration flows. That's the residence of the true self that human body is an expression of. Embracing your humanity passionately. Knowing that this experience would not be the same with your physical body. And slowing down even more. And now it's time to return. Gather all the experience that you had during this meditation. And give thanks for everything that you've learned about yourself, about the nature of your personal reality, how to navigate it, how to live your life more fully in the present, embracing all the qualities, physical and non-physical. I want to express my gratitude towards you for your presence and for co-creating this space. We embarked upon this journey together, and we all learned something, although the knowledge might be as unique as we are and uniquely tailored to the benefit of ourselves. So take this learning, take this knowledge. And now I'll ask you to move your awareness once again to the physical body, recognizing the sensations and all the physical aspects that makes us humans. Physical senses, hearing and sight, and taste and touch and smell, whatever comes to you right now. Feel the subtle energy in your body, maybe on the surface of your skin, recognizing the boundaries of your physical body through your feet, and through your sit bones, and through your back resting on a chair, your hands in your lap. And add some physical movement, seeing how your parts of your body respond to the thought seamlessly. Something that we are so accustomed to, and yet thing of great importance. How many nerves and neurons are involved, and muscles are involved in the simple movement of your toes. Move and stretch your fingers. Again, recognizing how immediately your fingers respond to the thought. It's very difficult to find a gap between the thought and the response of your body. And now, slowly and gently tilt your head to the left. Tilt it to the right. Back to the center. And at last, take one deep cleansing breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. And when you're ready, open your eyes and welcome back. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed the time of exploration through meditation. I always say that, and I repeated that many times throughout this meditation, that the meditation equivalent, the words slowing down equal to meditation for me. Meditation is time to slow down the usual fast stream of thoughts. And in that slowing down, we have more time to explore the nature of personal reality, because that was the intention behind this session. And what comes to our perception is both the physical and the non-physical part, which, as I said before, they're both important. They're both important, and they both has its place, and we need to recognize that. Waverly, thank you for your kind words. Waverly says your lectures and meditations have been transformative. Thank you for your presence, Waverly, and thank you for your kind words. Caroline says, I was feeling moments of deep silence and gentle uplifting into the wonderful warm space as your words resonated with me. That's again, I think these are the precious moments when we recognize that we're beyond the physical aspect and mental aspect of our personality. And I think this is the invitation that I always extend to you for the exploration, and that's the result. These are the fruits of the inner exploration. That's why it's so beneficial to meditate, not only to release your stress and anxiety. I think this is the surface thing. We peel the layers of the ego identity, and as we peel those layers, we get to something much deeper and much more significant, I dare say, which then influences us, and we learn to live more in the space that Caroline describes. But again, this is, I always say, this is not a good teaching. This is a good discovery. And by the nature of discovery, it only can happen through you, and you are the vessel that through which the discovery can happen. So that's what the invitation is. Hello, Martise. Martise says she finally made it. That's fine. That's fine. Good to see you here. Thank you, Waverly, for your kind donation. So as this session comes to the end, as I said, I want to focus these days on meditation rather than on the lectures itself. I want to say that the conversation continues in my circle. So the circle is almost 350 people strong, and it's very easy to join. Just go to Insight Timer and click on the circle, search for Atomic Circle, and you will be very welcome there by me and so many others that hold the space for the conversation, and for you to make comments, to ask questions that me and others are always very happy to answer. So you are very welcome to Atomic Circle. It'll be nice to see you there and continue the conversation. For those of you, very easy way to connect with me. I know Insight Timer has been improving the app to make the connection more possible. And if you wish to receive notifications about my future events, this is the best way. Go to Insight Timer, go to my profile, click the follow button you see, and then press the bell button to receive the notifications, and which there are not so many of. I usually have one live event every week during which we discuss important topics and meditate together. And if I release any meditation or a course, you'll be notified about that too. So yeah, that's an easy way. If you like watching things, or if you find something interesting for you, you may also come to my YouTube channel. I'm sorry. There you go. There's my YouTube channel where I publish all the recordings of those sessions, so you can watch it again, maybe just the meditation part, If there's something of interest, you're more than welcome. Just go there. You may subscribe, or you may simply go there and enjoy also many recordings from the past sessions that you find interesting. Okay. So I also want to thank you for also want to thank you for all your kind donations. For so many, every single session, I receive those donations from you and to support my work, and I very much appreciate it. Every kind words, even pressing that heart on your screen, is always indicative that you enjoyed the session and you benefited somehow, some way from it, which is kind of the purpose. We all, and we, both me and you, are learning and experiencing this reality, and I think doing it together sometimes is more fun, and we can reap the benefits of being together here. So thank you for that. Also, I talk about the nature of personal reality from a perspective of from a very generic perspective. So we talk about it, and you can apply it for yourself. But to so many of you, a deeper exploration maybe is required, and that's why Inside Timer introduced the mentoring program, which allow me to work with you one-on-one. And so far, my experiences were very good. So I've been working with some of my listeners to explore the nature of their reality. And that always includes looking at the past. That's what we do here. You always have to look at the past and see how you interacted with the reality, and what are the ego structures that need to be sometimes enhanced, sometimes changed. Sometimes we have to face the belief systems that no longer serve us, and doing that in one-on-one together with me may be a very beneficial process. So you can do it now through Inside Timer and the mentoring program that I offer on Inside Timer. And so much more, because we continue our exploration together, and I continue coming to you through my meditations and through live sessions. So I look forward to connecting with you again during the next session. And for now, I want to send you my warmest wishes, and I look forward to connecting with you next time. Have a good night or pleasant day wherever you are. And until next time, bye-bye.